Alright guys, making progress on the Baja. Apologize for that. Anyways, we have some Brembo brakes for our version 7 STI Baja swap. As you can tell, they're a little beat down. They don't look that hot. So if we're going to be putting this on an awesome project car, we need to get them repowder coated. So what you guys missed already was that I completely disassembled one of these calipers. Got the seals and the pistons and everything apart so they can be stripped down and repowder coated. So we got one down, put all the hardware in a sweet little baggie, and let's show you how to do the other three at least, and I'll keep an eye on the camera, make sure it keeps recording. It's important to save all this hardware and mark it on which one it goes into. That way when you're putting it back together, you know exactly where it goes. And a little note, I guess, obviously when they were disassembling it for the drivetrain, or taking the drivetrain out, they just cut the brake lines. But these don't work with the stock brake lines anyway, so upgrading to some stainless brake lines anyway, so those just go by the wayside. But let's do this. Let's start by taking out the pads. If anybody's ever changed Brembos before, and they're so easy to do. All cars should have brakes like this, by the way. Anti-ride clip, sliders and pins. That's all it takes to take the brake pads out. Until it's been sitting for a while, right? Nice and rusty. You need to push the pistons out. Alright, so they're going to come out with some compressed air. That's usually the best way to go about this. So, that's compressed air here. The idea is to push the pistons out so you can grab them. There we go. Okay, that was better. So, now that we got the air compressed, we push the pistons out a fair amount, and now gonna be really careful not to mess with the rubber thing, but you should be able to put some pliers on here. The rubber boot is what you don't want to mess with, but you should be able to turn these side to side, and we'll just pop it right on out. One. Go where'd my bag go? There you go. Bag of parts, they're actually the exact same diameter, so you don't have to worry about whether one went in one side and one went in the other. But these boots are actually in really good condition, so I actually plan on reusing them. And we'll see about the seal. Alright, so there's the two pistons. Now we have the rubber seals inside here. There's two of them in there. There's one O-ring that seals it, and then like a dust boot thingy. So, go over here, there's a nice little section here you can just kind of pop it with a little love while it comes out. Alright, this is the dust boot that attaches to the piston. Actually, I'll show you real quick. So it goes on like that. And so that doesn't necessarily seal from the piston itself, but what it does do is keep brake dust and dirt and debris from getting into the piston. And inside there, a little further in, you actually have O-ring. Get them out nice and easy. There we go. Square O-ring. All right, and that's what actually keeps the pressure in the brake system complete. So there's one side. Next. There we go. Got it. Okay, now the only thing we have left to do is get these off. My hands are a little slick with brake grease or brake fluid, so it's just impossible to grab this thing otherwise. I'm just gonna hook it and pull it off. Alright. Now, for the bleeders, 10 or 11 millimeter. There we go, there's the brake bleeder. Oh man, I don't know if you can see that or not, but actually on the little dust cap, it actually says Brembo on it. So that's automatically way more expensive to replace. So let's not lose those. Alright. Alright. There is rear calipers. Now we got the fronts. Let's knock those out. Let's see here. I want to keep those seals in good condition. So I'll wrap them in a paper towel. Don't get beat up. Alright, passenger rear, driver rear, and 2 rear Brembos. It's funny, one I guess is kind of a brown bow, maybe. Not exactly gold anymore, but maybe it was replaced at some point. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, they're going to be powder coated. So they'll be nice and brand new. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. So put these off its side here for right now. There's those. Now we'll do the big bad boys. The fronts. It's amazing to me how much bigger these are outside of the car. They're huge. A few differences with the fronts as far as the pistons go too. So we'll figure this all out as we go after it. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a little clip for one of these. Missing one to hold the little slider rod in. Either way, anti-rattle clip for the fronts. Alright, and that's all you need to do to take out the pads. Just boink, slide them right out. The interesting thing about these is they have 2 different size pistons. As the rotor rotates this way, you have the smaller piston right in there, and then the larger piston applies a little bit more pressure, more evenly to the brake disc. So even though the pressure is the same, since it's slightly larger, that makes all the difference on keeping even pressure on the pad as it brakes. So let's pop these guys out now. Alright, hopefully that's pretty close to the same place. We got one more caliper to take care of, so let's do this. Hold on, let's adjust this a touch. There we go. That better? Alright, let's do this. Alright, so, yep, this is definitely driver front. Alright, at least we got our clips all on this one. We're missing them on the other one, which was kind of rough, but do what you can. I'm sure we can find a cotter pin that'll work. Toyota makes little cotter pins for these same things for their pickup trucks. So we could probably grab one of those. Actually, as a matter of fact, probably have one in here. I don't know. We'll see. Not too rough of a job to disassemble these calipers, to be honest with you. Especially when they're sitting right out in front of you on the bench. That always makes it easier. Oh yeah, these seals look a lot better than the other one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna buy all the seals mainly because that one sucked so bad. Alright, those are rusty. I guess the brake fluid falling out on the other one is what made them not look rusty. But we got some sweet brakes coming in for these calipers here, so we will have no issues with braking when it comes down to it. So we want to be able to slow this Baja down. Alright, there we go. They are all disassembled, all four of them. So, now, if you wanted to take them a step further than that, you can actually take off these 4 bolts. You can break them in half. But for powder coating purposes and what we plan on doing, I believe I'll just leave them just like this. And hopefully, they'll come out looking beautiful. And the next time you see these bad boys, they're gonna look awesome. They're gonna go on the Baja drivetrain. It'd be sweet. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.